This is Prince Moafrika, your boy, an amiable agathist advice artist for affluence of affiliation and affinity. One day, a jobless man applied for the position of general worker at a big company. The employer interviewed him, then gave him a test. He said, "Clean our storeroom." After cleaning the storeroom, the employer said, "You are hired. Give me your email address and I will send you the application to fill, as well as when you will start." The man replied, "I don't have a computer, neither an email." "I'm sorry," said the employer. "If you don't have an email, that means you do not exist. And who doesn't exist cannot find the job." The man left with no hope. He didn't know what to do with only 90 rands in his pocket. He then decided to go to the supermarket, bought a 10 kg tomato crate, then sold the tomatoes door to door. In less than 2 hours, he had succeeded and doubled his capital. He repeated the operation 3 times and returned home with 270 rands. The man realized that he could survive by this way and started to go every day earlier and returned late. Thus, this money doubled or tripled every day. Shortly later, he bought a trolley, then a truck, and then he had his own fleet of delivery vehicles. 5 years later, the man's company was one of the biggest food retailers. He started to plan his family's future and decided to have a life insurance. He called an insurance broker and chose a protection plan. When the conversation was concluded, the broker asked him his email. The man replied, "I don't have an email." The broker replied curiously, "You don't have an email, and yet you have succeeded to build such an empire. Do you imagine what you could have done if you had an email?" The man paused for a while and replied, "Yes, a general worker." The moral is straight to the point. Don't be discouraged if something is not in your favor today. Better opportunities are there for you, waiting for you. Somewhere, somehow, someone saw something. So much for science, so soon for sorry and sorrow. You will strangely understand it, sometime and someday. For some, know that this is Prince Moafrika, your boy, an amiable agathist advice artist for affluence of affiliation and affinity.